Well, good evening, Gary. I'm delighted that you're in this production of The Dark Ages, Otho the Great. And Gary, tell me again, who are you playing in this play?
I am playing Ethelbert, Abbot.
Oh, so he's a religious fellow?
Yes, an old religious fellow, heads up a monastery or something like that.
Have you ever played a religious person on stage before?
I don't think I've played it in any setting.
Oh, okay. Well, he plays an important part of the play, don't you think?
Yes.
And,
Oh, I was a bishop.
oh, what was
I
that?
was a bishop once, yeah. It was in a Christmas pageant. He was a dissolute bishop.
A dissolute bishop? I see. I've asked every actor, this is a rarely produced play, and do you think it's worthy that we attempt it and that it might be entertaining for our audiences today?
I hope so. I am attracted to it by its challenge to the actor and to from its words, from its metrics. I have not, my ear about its audience appeal is missing. I don't really have a take on that. I would imagine that if someone was a Keats scholar, they would be delighted at this.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking part in this production, and I look forward to seeing your final product as Abbot Ethelbert in The Dark Ages, Otho the Great. Thank you, Gary.
Thanks, Frank.
Well, good evening, Jason.
Good evening.
And this is great. You play the role of Conrad in The Dark Ages, Otho the Great. That's quite an interesting role. Do you think you'll be able to handle it?
Absolutely. I think it's a very manageable part once you take a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how is the language? Is that a problem for you? Because it's in verse.
No, the language once you wrap your mind around it, it has that initial hurdle, but once you have your mind around it, it's pretty easy and it becomes a part of you. That sort of thing.
Well, I just heard you reading the role, and you seem to have, at this point, you really do seem to understand it. Could you give me a few adjectives to describe the character? And, just whatever comes to mind.
Cunning, conniving, sly, brash, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is he an aggressive character?
I don't think he's overtly aggressive, but I think he's aggressive with his plans. He wants his plans to go through, but I don't think he's strong-arming them. I think he's finessing them.
The play is so rarely performed,
Right.
and of course I wonder why. And do you think that this play, in this time that we're presenting it to our audience, do you think they may enjoy it, and do you think it's worth it for us to do it?
I think so. I think, one, because it is so infrequently done, it's going to be something really fresh to see, as opposed to seeing, another Midsummer Nights or something. So I think it's going to be really fresh and really cool to see, and I think the themes are still kind of universal, and I think it has weight today. Yeah.
That sounds great. Well, thank you, Jason. I look forward to seeing your performance of Conrad in The Dark Ages, Otho the Great.
Thank you.
Now, you're playing, as you found out tonight, the captain, and you're also playing the page. Well, let's talk about the page. Do you find it to be an interesting role? Are you looking forward to playing it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Page. He doesn't seem to be a soldier, or a knight or anything like that. But I feel like he does little errands and, very specific, important tasks. And I know something about that in real life.
The play is so rarely done, and I often wonder why. But do you think we have a chance? Do you think the audience might enjoy our production of this rarely performed play?
I think so.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of research about the play. I am surprised that some characters are not in the play, the king's mother, who he exiled a couple of times. I always thought that was interesting. And then his brother Henry, who shares the same name as the king's father. And him and Henry were getting into some things, and Henry got exiled, and Henry got killed, and I was like, what? It's just that history is crazy. But I do think that people will definitely get into the play. The king and his son Ludolf, they definitely have a tumultuous relationship.
Yes.
Ludolf is seen tripping very early on in the play, and I really got a kick out of that. I think the audience will too.
Well, and I look forward to seeing you performing the captain and the page in the Dark Ages Otho the Great. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Sure.